Okay, hi everyone, welcome to my channel, because I know this is my second or first video, I'm not really sure, but I'd like to just make this video like an about me video, so you guys can have some like explanation and like bits of my like life. I'm gonna explain like stories that happened to me this past week. I'm gonna explain who I like and how my school life is. I'm gonna explain my age and what I have and what I don't have, and how I'm gonna be doing YouTube and how I'm not gonna be doing YouTube, or how I'm gonna be doing YouTube. So I hope y'all enjoy this video. If you do, actually, before we get started, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications if you want to. I'm not gonna make you because I can't. I hope you do like it. And I just noticed this past couple of like weeks when I've been watching YouTube. The first thing they say is to like the video, right? But you can't like it until you see the whole thing. So I know how y'all feel if y'all get annoyed when people say that. So yeah, let's do it. So the first thing I guess I'll talk about is like my school life. I have a lot of friends there. I've had some fights with a couple of them. I have my crush there. He's funny, he's nice. His dad's a famous tennis player. I think he's amazing, honestly. I know he doesn't like me, but it's okay because stuff happens, you know? But I'm home right now, so let's talk about my dance. Dance is actually something, hold on, let me pause this because I can be distracted. Dance is something that I love and that I choose to do. I don't have to do it, but I love it. If you guys really want to know the studio, make sure to comment because I don't want to give it away without y'all knowing, you know? So I know it's going to take a while for people to actually see this. Actually, it might take longer than expected. But I think that's okay. So also, that's my dance life. I have a lot of friends there too. There's free trials and stuff. My age, I'm 11. I love my life. I live with my stepmom, my stepdad, and my mom, and my brother. So yeah, I have a lot of siblings. A lot. But honestly, I think it's okay. Cause like, I feel like, I know, like, I like my life, so I'm fine with it. So one of the stories that I have for you today is something that is crazy. So I was at a convention this past weekend for my dance studio. It was not an optional one, like I have to go, it was required. And what happened was, it was the Sunday, so Saturday was like a busy day. I was exhausted on Sunday, and yeah. Before I tell you this story, I'd like to give you a heads up. Hey, Daisy, shut up. I have 2 dogs, by the way. That I have like a lot. There was a lot going on. But I'd like to say before I even tell you this story, I found puke in the bathroom twice before this even happened, which you'll find out in a minute what happened. And I was exhausted. I was just upset and I wasn't feeling good, and I was dehydrated. So those were not good either. And so this girl really ticked me off when I was there. So let me tell you the story. So I was standing my spot in line because it was musical theater. We had a musical theater class, and I wanted to stand out because I wanted to be front and center, and I wanted people to see me so I can get a scholarship. There's scholarships, by the way. Scholarships are stupid. No offense, I love dance makers, but scholarships weren't nothing. It wasn't to like a school or anything or something. So what happened was I was standing in the front row because I wanted to be seen. Standing there for a good 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah, so this girl taps me. 10 to 15 minutes, right? I was standing in the same spot. She taps me and she's like, can you move? So I move. And apparently I was in front of her, and she's like, oh, you're blocking her now. She said it really sassy. So I moved to the back, and I was really mad because I liked the spot. I was perfectly fine where I was. I moved to the back. She keeps looking at me. She keeps looking at me. She keeps looking at me. Finally, I look at her, and she's like, right? So I look back, and then I look at her again because she kept staring at me. And I was just looking at her, and I was like, what? Like, what do you mean? And she rolled her eyes like, all that for what? Like, for what? For what? Right, so I go to my mom for advice because I honestly was going to flip out. And I didn't want to because I'm not that type of person. So I go to my mom and she's like, go stand back in front of that girl. And I was like, you know what? Okay. So I go stand in front of her. And she keeps tapping and tapping, but I'm ignoring her. And then she's like, can you tell her to move? Can you tell her to move? To my friend. And right, then she starts stepping on me, right? Then she takes advice from a 7-year-old girl and stands next to me and then elbows me when we're dancing. I got mad. But I didn't do anything because I wanted to be the bigger person, you know? I feel like that's a good, right thing to do. So I did nothing because I didn't want to like do anything and get in trouble. So I'm sitting here, I'm fine and stuff, but then this girl really decides to elbow me again. And I'm like, you know what? Screw it. Like, I don't care. Like, leave me alone. So we go into groups because we were doing groups. And I'm in the third group with with two of my friends from a dance studio. And one of my first friends was like, the girl that the girl was asking, can you tell her to move? Yeah, she goes like, oh. And we start talking about her. Then she keeps looking at me. But then she goes to my other friend, my best friend actually. He walks up to her. And she starts whispering to her. And I'm like, no to her, right? And I'm like, don't engage, like, don't do it, me and my friend. And she's like, okay. She walks away, and then the girl looks at me, and she's like, okay. So she dances, then I dance, and she starts laughing at me. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I ignore that, right? But then I tell my other friend, and she walks up to her, and I'm like, no, don't do anything. If you do something that's gonna make the problem worse, like, come back. He comes back and she's like, no, that's rude. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but stuff happens. I can't control that. So that really sucked. But then this other girl from like a whole other studio was like, what's wrong? And I tell her, and she's like, oh yeah, she was being rude to me yesterday, so I called her a pine cone and she got mad. I was like, so this girl just likes picking fights with people? And we're just talking for a while. And then I get really mad, and then I tell the teacher because he comes by. It was a guy. And he was just ignore us, right? Ignore her. And mind you, like, the rest of the day has been horrible, like I told y'all. So, I was just in a bad mood Sunday, right? So then the scholarships come up, and I didn't get one. I was mad, I will say, because I think scholarships are pretty cool and stuff. And I feel like if you I probably wouldn't have done anything with it. I wouldn't have gone to the national thing and stuff. I was sitting my butt at home. So I guess it didn't matter. But yeah. Well, that's how my Sunday went. It was really bad. So yeah, that's how that went. And then I came home and I was just exhausted, so I went to sleep. And today I've been wrapping presents for my huge family. I've just been doing my nieces and stuff, and then I'm gonna like do other stuff, and hopefully life will be good. Mind you, I said hopefully. Okay, I know life will be good, but yeah, that's how life is right now. Something right now. But anyway, I hope you all liked this video, like Lisa About Me video. If you didn't, that's okay. Stuff happens. So yeah, that's my video. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and turn on this post notification so you guys can get notified every time I post a new video. See, now that's when you say like. Bye guys. Love you if you're even watching this. Bye.